Hi, everybody. This is Jill. Thank you for coming into my kitchen. It is good to see you again. Around the world in 80 breads, bread number 2, country number 2, we are going to Iceland. Yeah, Iceland. I did some research. Now, there's a lot of recipes that you could go way out and do, like extreme formats of the breads, but I felt that we needed to kind of keep it user friendly because some of the things we don't have available to us might be available elsewhere. So the bread I'm making today is an Icelandic rye bread. And it is a quick bread. I didn't realize that when I was looking at them. But I'll tell you a little bit about why it is an Icelandic rye bread. I'll get my little notes here. It was originally developed to take advantage of the unique geothermal activity present in the island country. Iceland is home to a large number of hot springs and more than 200 volcanoes, which creates an abundant source of hot underground heat. So I looked at it, and they have this pot kind of a thing, kind of like a cast iron. Well, it is cast iron, I think, and it's a pot, and they make the dough and they stick it in that pot, and that pot goes into the ground. Of course, the ground's very warm, and that's how they generate the heat to bake the bread. Kind of interesting. And I'm going to ruin this. It's called Rúgbraud. Rukbraud. Rúgbraud. That's as good as I can do. All right, here we go. I've got my oven set at 325 degrees. That's really low to bake bread. And maybe that's that geothermal thing happening. Okay. So I have some rye flour in here. Now, it called for dark rye. Couldn't find it. I did find medium rye. And so that, in fact, I had to buy this at Amazon because I couldn't even find it. No, I got this yeah, it was Amazon. I got that. So that's what I have in here. And then we're going to also put in 2 teaspoons of salt. I'm reading my recipe as we go here. And a tablespoon of, where's my tablespoon? There it is. A tablespoon of baking powder. And 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. I'm not sure I got that right. I do. Okay. There's a half. And there's a 1/4. So I'm going to move all this aside because I don't want to get it all mixed up. All right, move that aside, put the lids on that later. And we're going to give this a whisk. What's very interesting about this recipe, now, you know, when you buy rye bread in a store, typically it has caraway seed in it, which gives it that rye bread thing. Any recipe I saw about this Icelandic rye, none of them had caraway seed. And I suspect they just couldn't get caraway seed, and that's why it wasn't in there. But no caraway seed. So I've got this, I think, pretty well mixed up. I'm going to put that aside for now. Then I'm going to do some liquid. As again, it's very traditionally a quick bread recipe. It called for buttermilk. A lot of us don't have buttermilk in our refrigerator. So I took 2 cups of milk and added 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. And that gives you kind of that tart, tangy thing that buttermilk would, give you. If you have buttermilk, all the better, but you don't need it. And now we're going to bring in some honey, a little honey here. And most times of the other recipes I saw, it was honey. No, I don't think I saw anything. Oh, there was one that had a golden syrup instead of honey. Ugh, that's hard. I'm going to put this down on the counter because that is some hard crank in there. And what I did, here's a little tip for you, unless you already know it. I oiled the inside of that cup, just a little bit of avocado oil, and that will enable that syrup or honey to come right out of there. I didn't realize it was going to be such a deal to get this out. Well, I guess that's about it. We're just going to go with it. Just almost a 1/4. So there's that. Go and see how nice that's coming out of there. Look at that. Oh, yeah, it's coming. Of course, I'm swishing it all around here. Here it comes. See there? Look at that. Isn't that great? And then I also have a 1/4 cup of molasses. And again, I did a little research on molasses. There's blackstrap molasses and there's plain old Brer Rabbit. And you don't want blackstrap. It's a very salty, bitter taste. This has got a more sweet, golden flavor. So that's, unless a recipe specifically calls for blackstrap molasses, and they do, I guess, don't use anything but, like, just a plain old molasses that's unsulfured. So that's going in. Okay. Smells good. So I'm going to just kind of get this stirred up here. In fact, I think I'll use my whisk. How about that? And if this is, see how easy this was? Whew. I got it all over the place, all over me, all over the counter, all over my shirt. All right. Yeah, it's sticky in there. I'll add honey and molasses. Okay. All right. Let me make sure I got everything. I've got the honey and molasses, the buttermilk, the baking soda, baking powder, salt, and flour. All right. Yeah, that feels pretty good in there. So I'm going to bring my bowl back in here. I see a little bit of molasses down there. Yeah, let's get that little spatula back here, get some of that out of there. So I haven't decided where I want to go next with my breads. I looked at Germany, thought that might be kind of fun. There's a lot of things that they're breads, but they're all, more like a sweet bread. So I figured that works. I mean, that's fair, right? It's a fair deal if it's a sweet bread. All right, I'm going to get this going here. That's a lot. Oh my gosh. This calls for two options. I don't know about this. It calls for two options. It calls for a Pullman pan. Those are the long ones that sandwich bread is kind of traditionally made in. It's got the sliding lid, which I don't have. Or you can make shift. And that's what we're going to do. Again, a lot of people don't have Pullman pans. So what I'm going to do is, and they recommended that in this recipe, and I've seen this cooking hack, baking hack before. Gosh, that's stiff. You take a regular loaf pan and you put your dough in there, or your batter. Then you put aluminum foil over it so it holds that dough down, and then you put a cookie sheet on top of that. So that's kind of imitating that, that lid from the Pullman pan. This is a lot of dough. Oh my gosh almighty. It says one pan. Yes, we're going to go with it. And the director's back there. He is so excited that he's going to get a new kind of bread. Actually, it's kind of neat. All right, let me get this scraped off and get my pan in here. Okay, sure smells molassy-y. I hope I can lift this. That is heavy. So here's my pan. I have greased it really well. Good old Crisco. Okay, enough said. But Crisco does do an awful good job. So I'm going to put it in this pan here. That's a lot of dough to go into this pan. Ooh. So see, we're doing this together. You all obviously can tell I've not done this recipe yet. But there's no oil in it, which I thought was kind of interesting. No whale fat or anything like that. Better handle on that. I've said this before in the videos that I do, is that just be slow. You don't have to hurry up around me. You can just, sit down, have a cup of coffee, watch Jill for today. Okay, I think that we're going to kind of let that, might scrape all that off there. Just a little bit more there. All right. All right, I'm going to put that aside. And we're going to smoosh this down. And actually, what it suggested was wet hands. And I think they've got a point there. They do have a point there. Wet hands. That's the ticket. Look at that. That's working really, really well. Off there. That's looking pretty good. Because there's not a whole lot of leavening in this. I hope that it won't, want to explode off the aluminum foil. All right. My hands rinsed just a little bit here. All right. Now, here comes the aluminum foil. Now, what I've done here is I've, again, greased it really well. And what I did was I've measured the foil out, and then I put it around the lid of my pan, so I wouldn't be greasing all of it. You know, it's just really where it needs to be greased. So it's going to go on top there, like so. Nice and tight, nice and tight. A little bit over there more. Just a little bit. There, we got it now. All right. And then here comes the cookie sheet. And just goes plop, just like that. Now, here comes the wait. It's going to take 2 hours in a 325-degree oven. I want to make sure about that. Yep, 2 hours. 2 hours. And then you're going to turn the oven off, and you're going to let it sit in that oven for another 15 minutes before you take it out. And then, I guess, cool it on a rack. So we've got 2 hours and 15 minutes. Got to come out. Director's Baptist saying, but when do I get bread? Not for a while. All right. Once this is done, I'm excited, aren't you? We'll bring it out of the oven. We'll take a look at it. We'll let it cool, and then we're going to eat some. 2 hours later, and I'll tell you what, it smells really good, but I'm a little freaked out. I'm a little worried. It's either going to be really good or it's going to be burnt, and I don't know which it's going to be. Okay, so I'm taking the cookie sheet off. Now, this is going to have to go back in the oven that's been shut off for 15 minutes. Oh, it's stuck just a little. Oh, it's stuck a little tiny bit. It's stuck. Hang on. Stuck a little tiny bit. Yeah, a little tiny bit. Let's try to work with it. We'll work with it. Let's work with it. We're working it. Yeah. Oh, no, that's just one little piece. Oh, no, we did good. We did good. Okay, there it is. Yeah. What do you think? I don't know. It's very, I don't know. I think it might be burnt. Because I'm running just the knife closely around the edge of the pan. I don't know. It could be burned. I'm afraid it might be burned. But we're going to run with it. We're going to go with it. And then we can make adjustments. That's what's wonderful about baking or cooking or whatever it might be. If you say, oh, this was a disaster, but I can fix this in the future. So I put it in the oven for another 15 minutes. God, I don't know. We're going to go with it. We're going to roll with it. All right. 15 minutes. Oh, God, I guess. I don't know. It looks awful burned. I'm thinking. You can see the smoke. Trying to think what I want to do. If I want to take it out. You know what? I think I want to take it out. I'm going to, what are you doing? What are you looking at?
That little piece stuck to the...
Oh, what do you want to do with it? You want it?
Check it.
Go ahead. He's checking that little crumb that was on the bread. What's that mean?
My teeth aren't that hard.
Well, it's supposed to be really firm bread.
It is really firm.
It's really firm bread. Okay. But I'll tell you.
I personally wouldn't put it back in.
I don't think I want to put it back in. Let's put this on just a quick TO. I'm going to get my rack. Okay. So it smells very interesting. You know. Here we go. Oh, it came out of the pan really nice. Isn't that nice? So I'm going to, hot though. I want to try to turn it over. I don't know why. Okay. Well, you know what? I don't know. It might be okay.
It's not burned.
It's not burned. No, on the bottom, I've said, oh gosh, this is going to be so burned. But it's not. So let it cool quite a while because it's one dense puppy. And then once it is cool enough to slice, I want a piece of it. I've got two choices. I've got a slice of it with butter or a slice of it with cream cheese. I may take a bite of each of those. Anyway, it's got a ways to cool. But once it has cooled, I'll let you know how long it took to cool, where you could cut it and not down. Can't wait. Can you wait?
I can't wait.
He can't wait. All right, later. Oh, this is exciting. It's either a go or a no. So let's check it out. It's kind of warm. Okay, so we're gonna cut in here. I'm going to actually let the end piece go. We're going to go in. It's very, very dense, which is right. I mean, that's supposed to be. Yikes. Okay. Oh my gosh, oh my, that is some tough. Oh wow, that look. I mean, I'll cut it in a slice. But you know, when you look at dark, you know, rye breads, or the, you know, that's right. That's right. No air, no sunlight. Let's try another slice here. Trying so hard not to ruin it. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. And it's not overcooked. No, I take this in sides. It's not overcooked, not overbaked at all. Looks very nice. It's a little warm still, but we're gonna cut a little of this. Do you want any over there?
Oh, maybe.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. Oh, smell that. Tell me what you smell as I'm buttering your piece. Smells kind of interesting, doesn't it?
I don't know. I smell rye.
No, because you don't have the caraway.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You don't have the caraway. Here, try this one with the butter. He's trying it without the butter. He's trying it with now he's going to go with the butter. Okay, I'm scared. I'm scared.
Good.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. Okay, it's good. All right, it's good.
Very good. Very dense.
Well, yeah. Mm. 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 That's very interesting.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
I do too.
Mm-hmm.
There's I like that.
Put a nice cheese on that.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to figure out the flavor.
Not rye.
Oh no. But you wonder about
Not
the
what
rye flour.
Yeah, not what I think of when I think of rye.
Because it's got the caraway thing here.
Uh-huh.
That is so. I recommend it.
The more I eat it, the more I like it.
Oh, I do too. It's got such an interesting flavor. All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm just again kind of feeling that taste in my mouth. Absolutely. Make it.
Yep.
Make it. It is so interesting.
2 down, 78 to go.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is.
It's
so
almost
good.
it's almost cake-like.
Oh, the texture. Bless it. Smash
Dense.
it down. Okay. 2 down. 78 to go. No 78. No 78. But,
Never say never.
yeah. Thank you for watching. I'm glad you're coming around to see this adventure in breads around the world. I think Germany might be next. What are you doing?
I realized we didn't have the microphones on.
No, Randy.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But this says it's recording just fine, so I don't know.
Oh, heck.
All right.
You're going to get divorced.
I hope so.
All right, everybody. Take care. We will see you again soon. Bye-bye.